There are 6 related files. Access files? Yes. Accessing materials. Displaying file 1 of 6. Record of decision. Overseer Council Action, number 25-21. NOC 6. Motion as follows. End Veil Protocol under contingency uncloak 3. Yay. 05-1, 05-3, 05-8, 05-10, 05-13, 05-11. Nay. 05-2, 05-4, 05-5, 05-7, 05-12, 05-9. Abstain. None. Votes pending. 05-6. Result. NA. Displaying file 2 of 6. Record of decision. Overseer Council Action, number 25-22. NOC 7. Motion as follows. Reclassify SCP-1548 as L and begin manually inducing SCP-1548 events under Proposal 1548-12. Yay. 05-3, 05-4, 05-7, 05-10, 05-11. Nay. 05-2, 05-5, 05-9, 05-8, 05-13. Abstain. 05-1, 05-2. Votes pending. 05-6. Result. NA. Displaying file 3 of 6. Seraph 1 Exploration Transcript. Begin log. Seraph 1 is approximately 100 kilometers away from Heliopause. The entire region appears as a barrier of ionizing radiation, resembling a cloud and glowing a dull orange. Highly complex geometric patterns form on the surface, most 10,000 kilometers across. After an hour, the probe begins passing through the heliopause, entering interstellar space, and contact is lost. A connection is periodically re-established over a period of 2 days, though the only meaningful data obtained is a tachyon transmission from SCP-3417. After that period, a stable connection with the probe begins. Many pieces of equipment were disabled by the radiation, though a rear camera continued to be operable. Behind Seraph 1 are masses of high-energy radiation that resemble solar flares, encompassing the entire visible section of the heliosphere as a barrier. Thousands of thaumaturgic symbols are present in these flares, most unidentified. Identified symbols serve to provide various forms of camouflage, the largest being warning sigils used in the Orthothan religion to repel extra-universal entities. At the approximate location where Seraph 1 exited, a large hole is forming, with the flares dissipating at its edges as it expands. Footnote: observation by Foundation telescopes spotted a corresponding hole and distorted thalmic tessellation patterns at the region of the solar system where Seraph 1 passed the heliosphere. Swarms of entities can be seen in the distance, surrounding the heliopause. The bodies of each entity are highly asymmetrical and possess numerous appendages and unknown structures. The only common features are a gray body coloration, segments that erratically flash various colors, and fractal structures. Sizes are estimated to range from 10 kilometers to 10,000 kilometers, though some appear to be significantly larger on unknown scales. 2 of these entities, hereafter 1548-Omega-1 and 1548-Omega-2, pass by Seraph 1. 1548-Omega-1 is eel-like in shape, with 5 arms extending from random sections of its body, along with a mouth made of impossible geometric structures. The end of its body is surrounded by arachnid limbs, and frequently flickers into being translucent. 1548-Omega-2 is an oscillating and contorting tetrahedral object, leaving trails of black rocks that rapidly disintegrate. As the entities near the hole, the warding sigils grow red, causing red shockwaves to appear around each one, significantly slowing their speeds. 1548-Omega-2 unfolds its body and releases glowing white orbs, which reach the sigils and expand into spiral patterns. The sigils demanifest, and the shockwaves lessen in luminosity. 1548-Omega-1 passes through the hole and accelerates out of Seraph-1's view. High amounts of thaumaturgic particles are detected, and the whole is rapidly enveloped by solar flares. Hundreds of concentrated blasts of thaumic energy are shot out of the new flares, and pierce through 1548-Omega-2, vaporizing it in seconds. At this point, the 27th of January 2017, SCP-1548-2 Prominence passes through the heliopause, encountering Seraph-1 an hour later. Contact is permanently lost. End log. Displaying file 4 of 6. Transmission 3417/63. Begin log. SCP-3417. Lost. All Neortothans must unite at unknown symbol 31. Cannons have been moved into orbit around the planets. The extra-universal invasion lessens. The gods protect us. Ortothans will survive. Pause in transmission for 7 minutes. SCP-3417. Rockmillerson is dead. Pause in transmission for 1 minute. SCP-3417. Gods lost. Drifted Galaxy. Footnote. A term used in Ortothan texts that refers to the Milky Way galaxy. Lost. Universe is unprotected. Universe is not lost. Ortothans are not lost. Ortothans. The transmission begins displaying a sequence of spiral patterns and an encrypted image, found to show an entity resembling SCP-2821-2 when decrypted. The transmission ends. End log. Afterward, a reclassification of SCP-3417 to neutralized is pending approval. Displaying file 5 of 6. Event 1548-35. Event summary. On the 30th of January, 2017, the Foundation orbital vessel SCPS Cortana was fully outfitted with experimental anomalous weapon and propulsion systems. It was deployed to neutralize 1548-Omega-1, which had destroyed Pluto and other Kuiper Belt objects following its entrance into the solar system. The vehicle arrived at 1548-Omega-1's location near Jupiter and engaged with the entity. Communication with the onboard crew was lost after 10 minutes. Footage from Foundation probes show the vehicle and entity become surrounded by a black substance and vanish. 2 hours later, the substance dissipated, and the SCPS Cortana was observed to be rapidly accelerating towards Mars at near light speeds, with an organic mass resembling that of 1548-Omega-1 attached to it. In 30 minutes, the vessel reached the planet and impacted it, creating a crater 400 kilometers in radius, ionizing the atmosphere and turning the surface into a molten mass. An hour after, the surface began to be converted into a black organic mass, which spread out from the epicenter of SCPS Cortana's impact. At this time, an SCP-1548-2 event, the largest one on record, occurred, and the solar flare reached Mars when half of its surface had been converted. A violent explosion followed, the luminosity of which matched the sun's luminosity when viewed from Earth. The resultant debris is expected to form a second asteroid belt within the next 3 months. Asteroid impacts with Earth are predicted to increase. As this event occurred 10 hours ago, all related data is still under review. Displaying file 6 of 6. Text file left by 05-3 on the 28th of January, 2017. Seraph-1 was only able to take a single picture of extrasolar space, and this is it. All that's left of our infinite, ever-expanding universe. Display attached file, srp1.png. Displaying file. Our main priority can no longer be secrecy. Attention. The terminal has been idle for 4 minutes. The terminal will exit in 1 more minute. Log out. Would you like to vote before logging out? No. Are you sure? Yes. The O5 Council has been notified of your decision. You still have 3 days to vote. Goodbye, O5-6. Logging off. Shut down. Shutting down.